Hi, Bev again with another video. And this is going to be a different video. Not like my normal ones. Nothing to do with the gym, nothing to do with building muscle. It has to do with the fact that I'm leaving Wednesday morning to ride my Harley across Canada. From Toronto to Edmonton, Vancouver, back maybe across the northern states. Okay, some of you, in fact many of you, have expressed concern that I'm going alone. Initially, I wasn't going to be going alone. It was my husband, me, and my brother. But then my brother developed a back problem, so he fell out of the game. And then my husband had the foot problem, so he fell out. And I said, you know what, guys? I'm just going to go on my own. And that means taking certain precautions, right? Well, both of them got nervous about that. And so my brother said, well, I'm going to go the first day with you. Okay. And then my husband said yesterday, no, I've decided I'm going to go. Okay. So certainly that does remove a level of anxiety, right? But I want you to know I have tons of experience riding alone on motorcycles. I've done over 400,000 kilometers on bikes, over 4 bikes, 5 different countries. I used to live in Nigeria for a couple of years, so I traveled in 3 West African countries on my little Suzuki 185, and the roads were highly challenging there. Here's an example. You're on a road. Tarmac is a bit narrow. Sometimes you're on sand. Anyway, you get to the end of the road and there's a river. So what they do is they pick up your bike. It's a small bike. They put it in the dugout canoe. A guy gets on it and straddles it. You sit in front of the bike. There's a guy in the back, moving the dugout canoe to the other side. And you're thinking, oh my God, if this bike goes over the edge, that's it. No bike, no clothes, nothing, right? You're in West Africa. It's not like you're on some interstate where you've got some support. Anyway, lots of stories there. I could do a ton of videos on those. But what I want to talk about, the other 2 countries, the States and Canada, and this, if you zoom in, you'll see different colors. These are all individual long distance trips. They range anywhere from 5,000 to 20,000 kilometers. I didn't put the little trips on them, so I've been to all over the place. And that means I've been over mountains, I've been through mountains, I've been in great sun, heavy rain, sleet, hail, snow, you name it. But I would say, a lot of people say Tail of the Dragon over here is the most challenging road. No, I would say in North America, in northwestern California, near Leggett, California, there is a road. You have to go around the reservation to get back to Highway 1 on the coast. And oh my God, I came up to this road and it says 10 miles an hour, no trucks allowed. I'm like, oh, 10 miles an hour. Who wants to drive a bike at 10 miles an hour? You can't even counter steer on corners. Anyway, I get on 18% gradient, 180-degree switchbacks, no side to the road. They didn't they didn't want any trailers on it either. The cars with hitches had been bottoming out on the 180 degrees. So you're on a bike, can't counter steer, and then there are these big grooves in the road, and pretty challenging. And I mean, I look badass on the bike, right? Meanwhile, inside, I'm like, mommy, I want to come home. Anyway, it was pretty challenging, up to the top and then down to the coastline again. What else would I say? Anyway, the main thing I want to talk about is precautions for women traveling alone, long distance on a motorcycle. Obviously, there are things we all know, pack rain gear, have it accessible, have, yellow glasses, all that usual stuff. But think about this. Carry scanned copies of your passport, your driver's license, your emergency contact information. You should have an AAA or CAA card, if you get into trouble. Have a fake wallet. Don't share your route in advance of arrival. Carry hard copy maps. You never know when you're going to lose your phone, or if you're traveling with a laptop. Don't ask strangers, to use your phone to take your picture or video. That's ridiculous. Carry mace. Well, you can only get that in the States. So if you're in Canada, dog or bear spray. you know, when you're alone and you have to go out to eat, it's nice to stop in a restaurant that has a fairly nearby, a motel that has a restaurant that's fairly nearby. If that's not the case, I mean, you know, I don't want to drive my bike and come back in the dark. So I tend to travel with some food. You know, I have energy bars, I have dried meat, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff, apples. So things that travel well, peanut butter. But if the restaurant is near the motel, if it's a family restaurant, yeah, sure, you can eat in it. If it's a bar, maybe not. Okay, maybe you say, oh, I'm going to take food back to my husband in the motel. He's not feeling well. Or if you arrive at a motel alone and there's a whole bunch of bikers, I mean, you're very interesting to male bikers, right? You're all alone. You're on a Harley. What you say is, oh, no, I'm not alone. My husband is a few hours behind me. You know, just lie. Whatever, who cares? What else? Book your hotels in advance. So maybe around 3 o'clock, because you don't want to travel in the dark as a female. So maybe around 3 o'clock, you call ahead and you book a hotel for 5:30, and you say, save it for me. I'm on a motorcycle. I'll be there. And, you know, because you don't want to be out traveling in the dark and you don't want to be on back roads. So you've got to be kind of pre-planned on where you're going to stop. And it's a busy time of the year, so hotels book up fast, right? Show strength when you're walking. Your whole stance should be, you know, you own the world, okay? Guys don't bother you so much when you look like that. And I also travel with dealer addresses for Harley dealerships in case I have an issue. But lots of fun. So next, I think I'll do a video tomorrow on how I pack, okay? See you then. Bye-bye.